By far, one of the most historic moments in the Star Wars franchise, recently of course, has all to do with Luke Skywalker's return at the very end of The Mandalorian Season 2's finale, Chapter 16, The Rescue by Jon Favreau. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one exciting aspect about the future of Star Wars is that yes, we do have George, John, and Dave working together as a team to really deliver as much authentic material moving ahead as possible. You know, they really are trying to deliver great material to the fans, be it by, resurrecting Star Wars Legends and bringing that into the Disney canon, or doing original stories that are going to be very true to the vision by George Lucas, and that's exactly what they want to do with this new Star Wars universe overall. Now, the thing about all of this is that we obviously, have seen that the fans are now reunited, the Star Wars divide is closing in closer and closer, and we can finally see the recovery of the Star Wars franchise at a rapid rate. Look at what just happened in a matter of 2 weeks and change, give or take. The Star Wars universe did a complete 180 from pretty much being at the very bottom point where a lot of fans were fed up to now where the future is looking bright. Now, with that being said, of course, what's really exciting all has to do with everything related to Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni and what they are planning with new Star Wars projects like the Ahsoka Tano show, all the way to Rangers of the New Republic, the Book of Boba, Mando Season 3 and 4, all of which are going to be interconnected. Now, with that being said, of course, given that The Mandalorian Season 3 is now in development, both Disney and Lucasfilm are focused on their new projects for the universe moving ahead. However, it's described that in a recent interview with actor Mark Hamill, after the debut of Mando Season 2's finale, Mark Hamill went on to address the minor backlash and criticism of Luke Skywalker used in the finale, stating that he believes that the fans will always find problems when it comes to Star Wars, and sadly, that is just the inevitable when it will always happen. Mark Hamill goes on to state further that he realizes that the CGI was not 100% perfect with the use of Luke in the show, and that he believes that the fans that are voicing their opinion over the CGI flaws in Luke are indeed overreacting and to what was done on television as a budget, which was incredible to have what they did with Luke on such a budget for a Star Wars TV series. Mark Hamill goes on to reveal that he believes that the fans need to respect the process more, and that he still believes that this backlash over Luke Skywalker's CGI is just minor and nothing near the majority, which is great. He wanted to thank both John and, of course, Dave for delivering a very grand version of Luke, something that was completely unexpected for him to see how it exactly happened on the screen, and that really surprised him, to actually say the least. So let me stop right here for a second, because everything related to Luke being used in such a way in episode 9 and 8 really upset so many fans, right? And to see exactly how John and Dave were able to turn it around, to really give the fans hope once again. In The Mandalorian Season 2 finale, this really was a historic moment, like I said before. We were able to actually witness something incredible with the Star Wars franchise. I mean, look at the emotion that it created upon Star Wars fans. Fans were tearing, fans were crying, and it's only natural, right? Because a lot of fans grew up with that character, and that just makes a lot of sense. So Mark Hamill, addressing the overall minor backlash and criticism of Luke's CGI work, I think that he's right on, target with this. He is absolutely right that it is just a minor backlash, and then it's going to be the inevitable. It really is, because there's always going to be something that fans are going to point out or have problems with. Now, I'm not going to stand here and say that Luke's CGI was flawless. It absolutely was not flawless by any means. But for what it was on a television budget, it was very impressive. And I didn't really even need to focus on it too much. It was just the sole fact that Luke was standing there and that Luke had action mowing down those Dark Troopers, which, by the way, were taken from Star Wars Legends and the Dark Forces video games, to be exact. They did an amazing job. They really showed the fans exactly what needed to be done, what needed to actually be, put into fruition for Luke, and they did that. You know, they did it in just 1 year after the events of Episode 9's release, and obviously Jon Favreau did that on purpose. He did. Let's not forget that the main reason as to why Favreau came on to work on Star Wars is because of how upset he was with The Last Jedi. He himself had issues with Rian Johnson's treatment of Luke and the overall Skywalker saga with The Last Jedi. And that's exactly why he is a passionate fan. That's exactly why the creativity from Favreau projects onto these episodes of The Mandalorian. So, like I've said before in the past, guys, you know, drop a comment below. Let me know about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Gun in hand, we are alone again. No, I'm not the one from night.